Hey traders and investors, it's George Berger here. Today we're going to have a look at is just the sort of the tricky thing about analyst upgrades, where a lot of people end up sort of chasing a stock higher just because an analyst upgraded it. But that doesn't always work. You really have to sort of measure the temperature a little bit closer. So there's really not a better example that I can think of than Netflix. Right here, right now, today got the thumbs up from Goldman Sachs, which massively upgraded their price target, and moved it from a neutral to a buy rating. So that obviously, as you can see, as of right now, it's about 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. Eastern Time on July 1st. You can see stocks up close to 6% on the day. From a technical point of view, stock remains intact, held lateral support here after dropping about 30 plus percent in 2 months here in March and April, but then really found support and has been rallying very strongly since. So today's upgrade, obviously, particularly given the broader market's construct, is pushing the stock higher, and from a technical perspective is very bullish, right? To me, what's extremely important here in this kind of a situation is this: the stock gives us a daily close, a strong daily close. So I don't really care if we have an intraday reversal and then reject the lows again at some point, but I need to see a strong daily close. So before we look at that a little bit closer, just understand that we basically have this consolidation period of the past, say week and a half, right below the March highs, and that's bullish. So today's move is basically moving the stock out of a bull flag or a consolidation period and moving it right past to basically new all-time highs. That's very bullish. But again, if we see any sort of weakness here intraday, then that would get me a little bit more concerned that the stock might not see any follow through buying and in fact start going back down and filling this gap, today's gap. So it's really important that we see commitment throughout the day today, at least from a trend trading perspective. Those that have time frames of more than a couple days to maybe a few weeks, you want to see the stock hold in there for a strong close with a much significantly increase the probability the stock could move into the 480, 490 period over the course of the next sort of few days to a few weeks. So keep that in mind when you see analyst upgrades. Don't just blindly buy or short a stock if it's a negative news, and buy a stock if it's good news. A lot of times these analyst upgrades and upgrades are really to begin with a little bit of time, at least on a daily closing basis. Hope this makes sense, guys. If you got any questions, you can hit me up on Twitter. My Twitter handle is SteadyTrader, and I'll see you in the next video.